G'day folks, Ron Bishop here again. I'm doing two videos today. I did one this morning called about Ronnie B's grizzle, because I had a bit of a grizzle this morning. And I've got another bit of a grizzle, and so I thought I'd do it today. Now, a lot of people think I'm a stirrer. I'm not a stirrer, really. I just try and find things that are wrong in the community and try and sort them out. And the way to sort them out is to highlight what things are wrong. Now, I went downtown just this afternoon to get a copy of this here. This is the annual report of Aoraki Development, Business and Tourism, okay? And I had a look at this report, and it's got a nice, it's 16 pages long, actually. And if you open it up, you'll see a list of the directors. There's a board of directors, you see, or trustees they're called. Ken McKenzie's the chairman, Peter Anderson, Brent King, Dr. William Rolleston, he's the deputy chairman, George Harper and Damon Odie. There they are, nice pictures of them all there. And then we turn over the page and we see the chairman's report. And he takes up a page, the chairman's report. The chief executive's report, that's Wendy Smith, she's the chief executive, and she takes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages, and there's her photo, you see. Wendy Smith, chief executive, right? Now, then we have the summary of results for 2012 and 2013. For the year ended, the income was 1.4 million and the outgoings was 1.4. So they made a $19,000 profit, which wasn't too bad. They made $19,000. They lost $6,000 the year before, right? But there's no detail. It just tells you that human resources was $806,000. That's a lot. Human resources, isn't that the staff? So 1.4 million turnover and spent $806,000 on staff, and the other expenses were $595. Now, then we have some pictures of people here. These are people that have won awards, the Excellence Awards 2012, right? And we turn over here and we have some more pretty pictures, right? Some of the pictures don't have any words to them, right? It just has a picture of some people, but doesn't say, well, who the people are or what they're doing there. So there's lots of pictures there with no captions, okay? And that's, then you get the financial statements, and this takes up a whole page, and this is what it says. Financial statements are enclosed separately for the year end of 30th of June 2013 for the Aoraki Development and Promotions Limited, South Canterbury Development Trust, and the Timaru District Promotions Trust. Right. So that's available. They are available. Guess what? They're not available because I got an email just come in from Wendy Smith. Just a minute, I'll read it to you. There it is, and this is what it says. Good afternoon, Ron. I understand you called into the ADBT offices this afternoon and requested a full copy of the financial statements for ADBT. These are not available. However, there is a clear summary of the 2012-13 results included in the annual report. Regards, Wendy Smith. Right? So that's it. So that's a little bit of information that they give you. Now, last year, they had them in loose leaf A4, right? And it was last year that I picked up that the auditor said that one employee of Aoraki Development, Business and Tourism earned, listen to this, between $180,000 and $190,000 for the year. Now that's a lot of coin, isn't it? Eh? For a young lady or middle-aged lady sitting in an office managing about 20 staff. Okay, and I don't know what the staff do. But let's get back to this report again. It's called the Aoraki Development, Business and Tourism. Now, can you tell me where Aoraki is? How many people in the world know where Aoraki is? people don't even know what the word means. It actually means Mount Cook. It's the Maori name for Mount Cook, which is the big high mountain we've got here in South Canterbury. And down the bottom here they've got a website, and it's called southcanterbury.org.nz. Now, where is South Canterbury? How many people around the world would know where South Canterbury is? Now, here's my beef. I'm a ratepayer, right? I pay big rates every year. And some of that money, but between 700 and 800,000, goes to Aoraki Development, Business and Tourism. They get a donation of $700,000 or $800,000. And they cannot provide me with the financial statements, right, for 2013. They could in 2012, but not in 2013. Now, this is what I want to know. I want to know how many staff there are and what they all do, right? If we're paying $700,000 or $800,000 as ratepayers to this organisation, we want to know what all these people do that work for this organisation called Aoraki Development, Business and Tourism in South Canterbury. I want to know what they do. And I want to know how much they earn. And I want to know if Wendy Smith, the Chief Executive Officer, got a pay rise this year. Is that why she won't give me the accounts? Because the auditors will have had to put in there who's getting paid what, right? And I'm going to, under the Official Information Act, I'm going to write to the Timaru District Council and I'm going to ask, under the Official Information Act, they have to give it to me, the names of all the people that are working for that organisation and their salaries, right? And what they do, okay? And we're going to put that out in the public domain and say, listen, is this good enough? It's not good enough. I run a company, Timaru Tourist Promotions Limited. They give me nothing, not a bloody cent. And I work my butt off for South Canterbury. Not only for South Canterbury, for Timaru, because that's what this place is. It's Timaru. God almighty. Can't they get it through their skulls that their funding comes from Timaru District Council? It's the Timaru District, not the South Canterbury District Council or the Aoraki District Council. It's the Timaru District Council. And we've got to promote Timaru. Boy, just a minute, I'm going to have a drink. This is heavy stuff. Just a minute. Look, I'm all in favour of people being paid for what they do. No doubt about that. If they do a good job, then they should be well paid. But there is a limit. There is a limit. And we cannot have an organisation that sets their own salaries. It's just not on. Now, just a minute. I had a phone call this morning from an organisation in Auckland called Keep New Zealand Beautiful. The reason they phoned me is because I emailed them and told them that I was starting a campaign in Timaru for Keep Timaru Beautiful, right? Keep Timaru Beautiful. And they were rapt. She was rapt. She rang me up and she said, "That's fantastic, Ron. We've got committees all throughout New Zealand, but we've got none in Central South Island. In Timaru, there's no one in Timaru, you see. So she's going to come down. She said, I'll come down, but we have to get alongside of the council. We have to get alongside of the people that are running the town." And I said, "That's no problem. I can introduce you to them. You come down and sell them, and why we should keep Timaru beautiful." And she's going to do that. I'm going to, in the new year, and we're going to tee up with the mayor and everything, and she's going to come down because Timaru people won't listen to me, right? I've been doing this for 25, 30 odd years, and they're sick of listening to my talk. They don't take any notice of local people. They like to take notice of people outside of the district. So I've got to just sell them the idea and let them think it's their idea, right? Okay? So next year's going to be fantastic. I can't wait. We've got a new mayor, Damon Odie, not a bad bloke. Might have to train him a bit, get him into my way of thinking, but yeah, we're going to change. We have to change the things. We have to change it. We've got people. We've got the Tim. Look, I'll tell you something else. Just a minute. Where is it? Yeah, see this? This is called Business Training Directory 2014, and this is what Wendy Smith and their crowd organised, the Aoraki Development Business Trust and the Chamber of Commerce and all that. This is the training, and if you look through the training here, all the things that are training, one thing they haven't got there is personal self-development. The most important thing of any business is personal self-development. We become what we think about, and there's no training there for people to know how to think. We're going to teach people in business how to think. Wendy Smith used to be the big chief at the Aoraki Polytech. I said Mount Cook Polytech, Aoraki Polytech. She was the big chief, and I wrote to them once and said, I'm a professional motivational coach, and I want to come and do some coaching. Get some of your students. Oh no, she said, we get people from Christchurch to come down and do that. Right? Gee, I got wild. I could go in there, I could change this town, get the businesses in this town to come along to some of my seminars. I'll teach them how to bloody think. I'll change the way they think. And once you change the way people think, then you move a nation. You move a nation. He did it. Mandela did it, didn't he? What did he do? He changed the way people thought about apartheid. And he went 27 years in jail because he believed in it, what he was doing. Now, I'm not going to go to jail for 27 years, and I'm not going to be a Nelson Mandela. But I tell you what, I'll wind the bloody town up, and changes will take place. Wendy, you're a nice lady, pleasant personality, but listen, you gotta back off. You gotta back off. You gotta start listening to people, and not trying to do it all on your own, okay? Because you can't do it on your own. You may have all the degrees and God knows what, but you can't do things on your own. We have to start working as a community. We have to bring the community together. All these different organisations need to start working together. We can't have one organisation like yours and other people not being involved with it. Okay? You have to reach out to the community and get everybody involved. So hopefully next year we'll be able to do that. Now listen, I've got to keep going. Mum will have the tea on shortly. What's the time? Oh no, it's only 3:30. But I need a cup of tea anyway, so I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Don't forget to tune in. Ronnie B, okay? Signing off. Bye-bye.